Hello everybody, welcome back, Hondo's Blockbuster, or if you are new here, welcome to the channel. We are taking a look back at the summer blockbuster season that was, because unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, this summer blockbuster season has come to an end, which means we're ramping up into fall. There's a lot of good things coming out in fall. A lot of those Oscar type movies will be coming out, and then some bigger movies will be back. Some big blockbusters will be back in November, December range. But wanted to take a look back. In my opinion, probably one of the better summer blockbuster seasons that we've had in a little bit. I think it's definitely been a big step up from last year. But excited to rank these 10 movies. Overall, again, just an absolutely fun summer. Like some great action, superhero movies, sports movies, kids movies. It had a wide range of everything. Horror movies, which I'm not a horror guy, but yeah, I heard Weapons this weekend's great. But yeah, this ranking is going to be from big tentpole blockbuster movies released from May 1st up until August 1st. So a movie like Sinners won't be counted because it came out before then. And then a movie like Weapons will not be counted as either because summer blockbuster season really ended last week. And like Weapons isn't like your traditional blockbuster, but it's killing it. It's doing really well. So, but yeah, with that, let's dive in right into the rankings right now. All right, in the 10th spot, the lowest ranking we got here, we've got Jurassic World Rebirth. As somebody who is a fan of the Jurassic franchise, this one kind of, stung a bit. I was excited about it. I liked, they're taking a quote unquote fresh take on it. While still being a continuation. You're bringing in a new cast. You got Scarlett Johansson, who I love, Mahershala Ali, who's awesome, and it just was not very good. It looks gorgeous. This is one of the better looking Jurassic movies, and it's absolutely crushing it at the box office. So people want to still go see these movies. But for me, it just is going to come in at the 10th spot just because a couple things. One, sorry, and there's going to be spoilers here. These things aren't dinosaurs anymore. I mean, I don't even know what they are anymore. It takes me out of the movie, and then just the plot. It's not that you're going for these movies for a really super great plot or anything, but they could have tried a little bit harder. It's very generic, paint by numbers, predictable. The family addition to this movie I thought was very out of place, and they just, I don't know, it just didn't work for me. I really wanted this movie to work better, but it just didn't for me. All right, coming in at number 9, we've got Lilo and Stitch, the live-action adaptation of the original classic. And this was a fun, good movie, a good live-action adaptation, probably one of the better ones that Disney's done in a long time. But for me, the reason I got it the 9th spot, there's one, just more movies up my alley, way ahead, but also it's more of a kids movie. It's more of a movie that it's more nostalgic more than anything than really applying anything new. They changed a few things, but even those changes wasn't a huge fan of. But it's still a good movie. I enjoyed this movie, but it's going to rank a little lower. Although it's going to be the king of the box office, which is ironic. I actually think my bottom two here, 9, 10, are going to be the two back-to-back kings of the summer box office season. All right, coming in at number 8, the latest one on the latest addition to the summer blockbuster season, and that is The Naked Gun, starring Liam Neeson. This movie was actually really hilarious. Like, this movie, don't let the ranking fool you. This is a good comedy. It feels good to laugh again in the theaters. It's just when I talk about some of these summer blockbusters, rewatchability plays a huge role in these. And I don't think I'm going to. I probably will go back and rewatch The Naked Gun for sure. And it's like a movie that is perfect for the Brown family. I know my buddy Bobby's going to love this movie if he hasn't seen it already. But don't let the ranking fool you. This is definitely a very funny movie. It's just a little lower on my ranking just because the ones above it were just honestly that good. All right, coming in at number 7, the ballerina from the world of John Wick, the ballerina, whatever you want to call it, the latest in the John Wick universe, starring Ana de Armas, and also featuring a bunch of people from the John Wick movies, including the Baba Yaga himself. This one was shockingly good. It's not that I had lower expectations, it's just like there was so much noise around the behind-the-scenes aspects of this movie and the production side of it that I was like, oh man, it's like did they got a stinker on their hands? They didn't even want to really market it that much. And so to my surprise, I walked out of that movie absolutely thrilled with what I saw. This movie was badass, kick ass, whatever ass word you want to use. It was a great addition to the universe and one that I couldn't recommend anymore. I thought Anna de Armas did a great job. I thought Keanu did a great job in a small role. And I like the different approaches that they took with it. The fact that they know, Anna de Armas, her character is a woman compared to Keanu Reeves' man, so her fighting style is different. Her not necessarily, obviously her story is different, but the way that she goes about her combat, I thought was just so well done, so creative, so original, and yeah, had a ball with this one. So yeah, it's very glowing for a 7. But like again, I'm gonna say this a million times, or actually this is gonna be the last time I say it. That's how good this summer season was. That there's 6 movies that I enjoy even more than this one, and I love this movie. All right, coming in at number 6 is the Fantastic Four: First Steps. Probably a bit shocking, in my opinion. And maybe I'll touch on it a little bit later on this list of where this one ranks. I was pretty excited about this one. And this movie has a lot of good going for it. The reason why the couple other superhero movies are going to be ranked above it in just the time being is it felt like this movie was cut short. It felt like they removed 20, 30 minutes from this thing. I thought that did the movie a little bit dirty. But the reason why it's still at number 6 is because the cast is great. The aesthetic is beautiful. Like that 60s futuristic aesthetic honestly made the movie 10 times more enjoyable than I think it would have if it wasn't, because they really did it dirty by cutting it out. But again, the cast is so good. The middle portion of this movie, which maybe I'll do a ranking of like favorite sequences or scenes from the summer, because that space second act for me is some of the best stuff we've seen this summer. Really cool. I thought it opened really good. Ending wasn't great, but it was a good step forward for Marvel, and it still gets me excited for what's to come, and definitely a very good movie. If you enjoy the MCU, I recommend going to see it. It's very mixed. It's not doing great at the box office, but hey, I liked it. It's a recommendation. I've got it at the 6th spot. All right, coming into our top 5, or kicking off the top 5, is How to Train Your Dragon. This one was really not on my radar at all. I remember the first one. Like I remember the How to Train Your Dragon, the original animated movie, and I was like, oh yeah, I've seen that movie. I went to go watch this movie, and I was walking out, and as I'm watching, I'm like, I must have never seen this movie. Like I don't know, I don't remember anything, and I'm so glad that I didn't, because it just enhanced my viewing experience that much more of how good this movie is, and the fact that I basically got to relive it again for the first time, a second time, made it all worth it. This is probably the best live action adaptation of any movie. Disney, DreamWorks, whatever you want, whichever one, any animated movie going live action, this might be one of the best ones. It is so good. And again, I think it helps that I didn't remember the animated one. I probably saw it 15 years ago whenever it came out and liked it, but haven't seen it since. I'm glad I didn't, because this movie and this story is so good. I thought it visually looks amazing. For me, the best animated live action adaptation in a probably ever. Probably that's how good it was. Very, very good. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. All right, coming in at number 4. There's probably only 2 movies that I've talked. There's 2 movies that I've talked about to no end, and this is one of them. Superman. Superman is coming at the 4th spot. Again, a movie that I absolutely love. A movie that stuck with me for so long. I saw this movie, and I think for the next week, I couldn't stop talking about it. That's how much I enjoyed it. And I actually even enjoyed it a second time. Because if you go back and watch my review, maybe I'll put the reviews up here. I was like, I liked it. I very much liked it. I gave it a 4 stars. I liked it. But there was things I didn't. I saw it a second time. My rating went up even more. This movie, David Cornsweet, for me, is incredible. I thought the performances all around, Rachel Brosnahan, Nicholas Hoult, everybody was just so good. Shout out James Gunn. I am a James Gunn truther. He is my favorite comic book director. He's yet to miss for me. So Superman was essentially another hit. And honestly, the more I watch it, that it actually might climb up this list. I'm gonna give the edge to the one right above it, which I will get to. But yeah, man, I love this, man. I'm not a Superman guy, and honestly, the more I talk about it, the more I like it, and the more I battle my dad on it, I like it even more. So Superman coming in at 4, and who knows, it can bump up these rankings one day. All right, coming in at number 3, we've got the one that has surprised me the most, and that is Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts, in a summer that came out with Superman and Fantastic Four, that I would have Thunderbolts ranked ahead of it, or the New Avengers. I would have thought you were crazy, but it's true. This movie, for me, is the best superhero movie of the summer. It caught me so off guard, in such a good way. The entire cast, amazing. Like Florence Pugh, again, absolute superstar. And it's just like one of those movies where just through and through, I don't have too many notes on Thunderbolts like that. Like Superman, I can tell you some negatives. Fantastic Four, I can definitely tell you more negatives. Thunderbolts, I don't really have that many. Like, I really don't. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie so much. The ending was great. It was different. Sentry and Bob, great. The Thunderbolts team themselves, great. Like, my one minor flaw would be Valentina, but like even then, it's like so minor. This movie for me, best superhero movie of the year, and the best thing Marvel's put out since Guardians 3, which, man, I guess it was a couple years ago now. So yeah, Thunderbolts, shockingly good and shockingly taking the 3rd spot. All right, and that leaves me at number 2, and I am riding out with my guy right here, Tom Cruise, the GOAT. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning comes in at number 2. This movie, again, I was talking about the 2 movies that I've talked the most about this summer. Superman being one of them. This is the other one. I cannot stop talking about Tom Cruise, and I cannot stop talking about this franchise. It's one of my favorite franchises of all time, and this one delivers what might be the last one. Who knows? Let's see. But if it is, I think it went out on a very high note, and one that for me got even better on a second watch. It just, I mean, the 2 sequences alone, and I don't care if you've heard me say this 3 million times. The plane sequence at the end of this movie alone could have sat at number 2 on this ranking. That scene alone, I honestly will. I can't wait till it's out, like, officially, and I'm gonna buy it and watch that on loop. That and the submarine sequence, 2 of the greatest sequences, not only in the franchise but the entire summer. It's just. Tom Cruise, you did it again, my friend. The more I think about it, and the more I watch it, because I think I'm on watch number 3 now. It's just the more I like it, and man, this franchise is something special. So, what a summer for this to come out with all these heavy hitters, and for me, take that number 2 spot. All right, and that leaves me with number one, and that is F1. Talk about a movie that I probably wouldn't have told you would have been my number 1 going into the summer, in a summer that includes 3 superhero movies, a Tom Cruise Mission Impossible, and a Jurassic World movie. And yet, it's the F1 racing movie that comes out on top. I probably would have told you you were a little crazy, but after I saw that trailer and knew that Joseph Kosinski was directing this thing, I did have high hopes for this. And I'm very glad that it blew my hopes out of or out of proportion, because this movie is the best movie of the summer, one of the best blockbusters, probably the best summer blockbuster since Top Gun Maverick, which was his last movie he directed. I mean, he has essentially found the perfect formula for these. I mean, you're getting an older, not aging superstar, but you had Tom Cruise, you got now Brad Pitt. Put him in some automated vehicle that that you can strap in cameras and make it look practical, or not even look. It is practical because they're filming it this way. You've got the perfect recipe for a summer blockbuster season. I mean, it is, for me, it's not even close. This movie is one that, again, they're supposed to be re-releasing it now in IMAX in August, and I cannot wait to run to go see this again. It was beautiful. It was magical. It's a magical theater experience. It's what it is. It is the most fun I've had at the theaters this summer, and in terms of just like what he accomplished, and also just not just him. Like it's the cast all around. Brad Pitt. It's chef's kiss. A perfect blockbuster, and a perfect number 1 on my ranking. All right, that wraps up my top 10 summer blockbusters. Let me know what yours are. Where do yours stand? Where would you rank F1? Where would you rank Mission Impossible? Where are my superhero rankings different? Let me know in the comments. And as always, if you made it this far, thank you very much. I will much appreciate a subscribe, a like, comment, and subscribe again. But yeah, I know the summer season's over. This is a blockbuster channel, but we will be doing a lot more drafts, a lot more rankings, and there's still a lot of stuff coming out this summer this fall that I will be reviewing. So stick around. Appreciate your support, and yeah, we'll see you around and see you at the movies.